Now we're just weeks away from a decision on the F-35s. Hear the last gasp from those against the fighter jets coming to Madison. And voters are heading to caucuses in Nevada, the latest from the Silver State.
From the Channel3000.com Alert Center, this is News 3 Now at 6.
Thanks for joining News 3 Now at 6. I'm Amanda Quintana. In just a few weeks, the Air Force will decide if Truax Field is the best place to house the F-35 jets, which would replace the F-16 jets that are currently in Madison. The community has heard opposition to the next generation fighter jets since the possibility was first announced. As Gabriela Becerra shares, they're not ready to throw in the towel just yet.
Amanda, with the decision narrowed down to 2 cities, Madison and Montgomery, Alabama, the message from those opposed is escalating, as this is their last chance to express their opposition to the next generation fighter jets before a final decision is made. For Haley Archer, it's simple.
These planes are a really bad idea.
Archer is making signs ahead of a no F-35 rally next week, but she's sharing this message ahead of time.
It doesn't make us feel safer to have these planes overhead. It doesn't make us feel safer to have our children growing up sick. It doesn't make us feel safer to pollute our neighborhood and our water. It doesn't make us feel safer to have them here.
And after months of efforting the rejection of these jets in Madison, some feel as if their voice isn't heard.
It's a completely undemocratic process. They are dumping these planes on us.
Now this group says don't put the jets anywhere.
No F-35s here, not in Alabama. Not flying over Palestine. We don't want these F-35s anywhere.
Their concerns are now global.
This is a very small planet. That the world is our backyard.
And as Alan Ruff says, this group is not ready to back down yet.
What's going on here, what you're seeing here, is the building of a mass movement in progress.
Regardless of their protest, the Air Force will make a decision shortly. This group just wants to be a part of that.
We want the U.S. military to listen to us and to let us decide what's best for our community because we're the ones who live here.
Badger Air Community Council previously said getting the F-35 jets will ensure the longevity of the fighter wing in Madison, which he says brings in $100 million in economic impact each year. For more information from the most recent environmental impact study, visit our website, channel3000.com.
Gabby, thank you. Let's get a look at your first warned weather with Dana Fulton. Dana, a beautiful day today.
It really did turn out to be a nice day, and the good news, the weekend's just going to continue on to be nice. We have a live look right now with our WIC-TV Skycam. A beautiful sunset, just enough cloud coverage to give us some really nice colors over the last hour or so. Of course, now that the sun is setting, our temperatures overnight will drop just a little bit. We'll be falling to about 30 degrees for our overnight lows, so not too cold outside for your Sunday. Sunday is mild, but our attention is turning to our next opportunity for some snow to develop. It seems like we'll be watching a winter system move through for Tuesday and Wednesday, bringing accumulating snowfall throughout the day, so roads could be a little bit of a mess for Tuesday and Wednesday morning. But we'll take a closer look at that event coming on through in just a few minutes. Amanda?
Thank you, Dana. More local news now. Madison police are investigating after a burglar broke into a home in the 500 block of West Dayton Avenue early this morning while the homeowner was there. Officials say the burglar entered through an unlocked door. The victim heard the suspect run from the residence and noticed that several personal items were missing. Anyone with information is asked to call Crime Stoppers. Authorities say one person is dead after a small single-engine airplane went down in central Minnesota this morning. Hennepin County deputies say the plane crashed in the Crow Hassan Park Reserve, about 30 miles northwest of Minneapolis. Federal investigators are investigating the scene this afternoon. Monona police are asking residents to be on the lookout for 2 men in a pickup truck who claimed they were from an energy company and needed to check inside a resident's house. Police say the men did not provide any identification, but the elderly resident let one of the men check his electrical panel in the basement. The resident later found that the man opened a safe in his basement and took $80 from the kitchen. Democrats in Nevada are getting their turn today to pick the candidate they want to take on President Trump in November. Voters are heading to more than 200 caucus sites for the third contest in the Democratic presidential race. Michael George reports from New York.
Caucus goers across Nevada gathered to weigh in on who they want to be the next president.
I am a culinary union member and a Bernie a Sanders supporter.
CBS News entrance polls show Senator Bernie Sanders has a large lead in initial preference of voters as they head into the caucuses. He's bolstered by strong support from younger voters.
Thank you, El Paso!
Running ahead of the pack, Sanders held a rally in Texas, while his opponents made a final push in Nevada. Pete Buttigieg greeted voters at a caucus site. He sees Nevada as a chance to bring his campaign to more diverse voters.
Definitely a great opportunity for us to show that broadening coalition.
Senator Amy Klobuchar met with campaign workers. She said her run for the presidency will be viable no matter what happens today.
We're excited, but it is the beginning of the next chapter in our campaign.
Senator Elizabeth Warren and former Vice President Joe Biden were also out looking to sway voters. 36 delegates are up for grabs.
It's a complicated process, so we'll see.
Voters told CBS News that health care was the most important issue as they headed into caucus sites. State Democratic leaders say nearly 75,000 voters marked preference cards before Saturday's main event, and they hope today's turnout will surpass the 118,000 participants in 2008's contest between Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton. Michael George, CBS News.
We'll have full results and reaction from the Nevada caucuses tonight on News 3 Now at 10. The vice president's former campaign manager is asking the judge who heard his case and sentenced him to be disqualified. Roger Stone is taking issue with Judge Amy Berman's statement that jurors in the case served with integrity. Stone previously alleged juror misconduct and requested a new trial because of it. Berman is still weighing that request. She sentenced him to 40 months in prison on Thursday. 3 people are dead and 18 are injured after a bus rolled over in Southern California today. Officials responded to Fallbrook around 10:30 this morning. The charter bus was seen overturned on an embankment on the interstate. A total of 21 people were initially reported injured in that rollover, but 3 were confirmed dead at the scene.
Thankfully, heavy rescue systems, ropes and those types of things were not required in order to extricate the victims. Thankfully, all the victims were removed from the scene within 30 minutes of arrival.
Authorities say the bus driver, who has minor injuries, swerved and lost control, but they don't have a cause for the crash right now. The number of coronavirus patients in Italy has risen above 60. That was confirmed by the head of the local health department in a press conference today. Italian officials also confirmed that a second person has died after contracting the virus. All public activities have been suspended in 10 villages south of Milan. The number of cases continues to rise in South Korea, too, where the U.S. State Department is raising a travel advisory for the country to level 2. The new alert advises travelers to, quote, exercise increased caution and follow the CDC's guidelines in preventing the illness, including avoiding sick people and frequent hand washing. The Japanese health ministry is under fire, admitting 23 passengers had been released from the quarantined Diamond Princess cruise ship this week without taking a valid coronavirus test. Officials are concerned those passengers could start spreading the virus on shore. Many of them have traveled by public transit since disembarking the ship off of the coast of Japan. Japanese authorities say they did the best they could in the fast-moving situation. Last night was a very special night at a Milwaukee area high school's basketball game. Hunter Peterson has managed Nicollet High School's basketball team since his sophomore year. Yesterday, the senior with Down syndrome got to hit the court for the first time and hit a three-pointer. Peterson's teammates and coaches say he brings heart and energy to the team.
He might not ever be able to do this again in his life. And it's a lot of kids that want to do this and can't.
Peterson's basketball roots run deep. He's also part of the Milwaukee Bucks hoop troop, helping with promotions and interacting with fans. Tomorrow on CBS Sunday Morning, a story from the farm fields of Verona. If you live in the area, you know of the always expanding company Epic. But what happens inside is unknown to many.
One of the things that strikes me is that Epic has such a big reach, and it really impacts so many people's lives, and yet so many people have never heard of Epic.
I know. Yes, it's behind the scenes. We've stayed away from the press. We haven't advertised. We haven't put out press releases. And I don't know if that was a good thing to do or not.
A rare interview with the CEO and founder of Epic, Judy Faulkner, and a closer look at what is called their intergalactic headquarters in Verona. You can watch the full story on CBS Sunday morning. Straight ahead on News 3 Now at 6, why members of our community are spending the day learning about heart disease. That's next.
Steinhafels President's Day sale is ending soon. Last chance to save 35 to 75% store-wide, plus an extra $100 off. Get incredible bonus buys like this reclining sofa, $399, sectional, $799. Plus, get an extra 10% off all Legacy Kids collections. All this, plus 60 months special financing. Steinhafels has the largest selection of quality furniture and mattresses for every budget. Hurry in. Steinhafels President's Day sale ends Saturday.
I love that one.
I love it.
I love it.
It's easy to fall in love with a new Chevy.
I love this one too.
And the auto show is the perfect time to see why.
Wow.
I love it.
That's my next truck.
Use Auto Show Cash and find the many reasons to fall in love with a new Chevy.
I love it. I'm gonna go buy a Chevy.
Right now, get $1,000 Auto Show Cash on most 2020 Blazer models. That's on top of most other offers. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Pills. You crush them, kind of. Kale. You eat it for breakfast, sometimes. You go far to eliminate stubborn fat, but sometimes life gets in the way. Cool Sculpting takes you further. A non-surgical treatment that targets, freezes, and eliminates treated fat cells for good. Discuss Cool Sculpting with your doctor. Some common side effects include temporary numbness, discomfort, and swelling. Don't imagine results. See them. Cool Sculpting. Take yourself further.
He's been around the world, but he desires more. He's seen it all. It's always what you think's tough. Right there all the time.
With over 40 fully integrated applications, you won't be able to contain your excitement either. From just $1 a day per employee, run your entire business with Zoho One, the operating system for business.
Women of all ages made their way today to the 9th annual Wear Red Day on Madison's east side to combat heart disease in their community. The event was organized by the Foundation for Black Women's Wellness, a Wisconsin-based nonprofit working to eliminate heart health disparities impacting Black women and girls. Organizers say heart disease is the #1 health threat to Black women.
I think it's important to realize that heart health doesn't necessarily happen at 80 or 60. It happens as babies because what we feed ourselves, what we feed our families, that all trickles down into our health as adults.
Speakers at this year's event focused primarily on educating attendees on good health habits for preventing heart disease. Today's nice weather is giving people a chance to go outside and drink a beer in the middle of winter. The 23rd annual Bachfest celebrated the limited release of the Blonde Doppelbock beer. At the event, people were treated to a variety of tap brews and performances by the band 16 Candles. Employees at Capital City Brewery say the outdoor beer festival is something people look forward to every year.
It's all about friends, family, coming out and having a good time. The craft beer scene in Madison is amazing, not in Wisconsin in general. So it's cool. It's a good way to come out and support your local brewery.
People are friendly and the beer's good and it's good times.
Middleton firefighters were also at Bachfest with a new car that they're soon raffling off. Firefighters staged the Mustang convertible, trying to sell raffle tickets to fundraise for training, equipment, and scholarships.
This is the car's first appearance in public.
Yes.
Today, it's making its debut.
Yeah, a beautiful sunny
The
day,
Bachfest.
top down. It's a beautiful ride.
The department will continue selling tickets until the station's annual block party in June. Coming up on News 3 Now at 6, hundreds of skiers are competing on the slopes at Tyrrell Basin today. Plus, more sunshine and snow on the way. Dana will have your first warn forecast next.
Managing
type 2 diabetes? Audrey's on it. Eating right and staying active?
On it.
Audrey thinks she's doing all she can to manage her type 2 diabetes and heart disease, but is her treatment doing enough to lower her heart risk? Maybe not. Jardiance can reduce the risk of cardiovascular death for adults who also have known heart disease, so it could help save your life from a heart attack or stroke. And it lowers A1C.
Jardiance can cause serious side effects, including dehydration, genital yeast or urinary tract infections, and sudden kidney problems. Ketoacidosis is a serious side effect that may be fatal. A rare but life-threatening bacterial infection in the skin of the perineum could occur. Stop taking Jardiance and call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of this bacterial infection, ketoacidosis, or an allergic reaction. And don't take it if you're on dialysis or have severe kidney problems. Taking Jardiance with the sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar.
Lower A1C and lower risk of a fatal heart attack?
On it with Jardiance.
Ask your doctor about Jardiance.
Built for your next adventure, it's the 2020 Subaru Crosstrek Premium at Don Miller. With symmetrical all-wheel drive, the Crosstrek has vehicle dynamics control and EyeSight driver assist technology. Lease the Crosstrek Premium, $239 per month plus tax, 36 months, 10,000 miles per year, no security deposit, $1939 due at signing. Get all-wheel drive plus MPG. The 2020 Crosstrek Premium at Don Miller Subaru, West on Odana or East Side, High Crossing Boulevard, Madison.
Don Miller.
Attention. The Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services has officially authorized new benefits that Medicare Advantage plans may include. To get the benefits you deserve, you can call the Medicare Coverage Helpline.
Hi, I'm Joe Namath. If you're on Medicare, this is important information. I called the Medicare Coverage Helpline and they instantly looked up my coverage. In this one simple call, they offered to enroll me in a plan that includes rides to medical appointments, private home aides, doctors and nurses' visits by telephone, and even home-delivered meals. The plan also includes dental, vision, hearing, and prescription drug coverage, all at no additional cost.
Don't delay. Call to see if the new benefits are available in your area.
Call the number on your screen now. It's free.
Call 1-800-662-3800. That's 1-800-662-3800 now.
Welcome back. More than 500 skiers are competing on the slopes today at Tyrrell Basin's Wajara races. Skiers from 5 teams, including 2 from Wisconsin and 3 from Illinois and Iowa, were competing for the final time this season. The teams have been racing at different slopes across the Midwest over the past 2 months. Second-year skier Reese Maurer says more teenagers should get involved in the sport.
I think it's really fun. It's a fun sport. I think more people should participate in it and maybe try racing, get the competition up.
Tyrrell Basin couldn't open permanently until early January this year due to a lack of snow and cold weather. Well, a bit of a different story now, Dana. We've had lots of sunshine today.
Yeah, today turned out to be really nice, and we're looking at a pretty nice day for Sunday as well. Our next opportunity, though, for a little bit of snow is creeping on in as we look ahead to next week. So Sunday is going to stay mild outside. Highs will be in the lower 40s yet again. Our next snow event's really going to push in late Monday into Tuesday and stay through Wednesday before that snow tapers off, and then we're expecting cold temperature to build back in for Thursday and Friday. Temperatures will back off. Our breeze is coming from the south right now, so temperatures overnight only dropping to about 30. Skies will become mostly clear by Sunday morning, and throughout the day on Sunday, plan on plenty of sunshine. Southwest flow during the day. Again, temperatures climbing to the low 40s in the afternoon, but it shifts, becomes a little more of a northwest breeze heading into Monday, so Monday won't be quite as mild outside, but still we get to enjoy the sunshine. Partly sunny in the morning, and then later in the day on Monday, notice this cloud coverage starting to build on in. Monday looks dry right now throughout the day. It's Monday night that we're expecting our light snow to start to develop. So here's a broad look right now, looking ahead Monday night into early Tuesday morning. The rain stays to the south, but since temperatures will stay below freezing overnight into Tuesday, we're starting off with light snow starting to build in early in the day on Tuesday, and it continues throughout the day on Tuesday. Some heavier snow possible at times in the afternoon and late evening. Temperatures temperatures close to the state line will be climbing to the mid-30s, so we could see a little bit of rain mixing in for areas south of Madison, but this is really leaning towards an all-snow event. Continues throughout Tuesday, overnight Tuesday into Wednesday morning before the snow finally tapers off for Wednesday afternoon. Still a little too far out to really iron down those broad times. I know it sounds a little broad right now, but these models bringing in quite a bit of snow for us as we look ahead to next week. At our 6 to 10 day outlook, colder air likely off to the east, warmer air to the west. That puts us right in the middle for Wisconsin. It seems likely for the end of February and into March that will trend a little below average. Likely that we'll see some cooler temperatures, but the cool down that we're expecting for the end of this week, Thursday and Friday, it's not going to linger as we head into March. So temperatures for tomorrow, mild yet again. We're in the low 40s with partly sunny skies. It really should be a nice end to the weekend. Monday's not too bad either, even with that shift in the wind direction. Only dropping to the upper 30s for our afternoon highs. Mostly cloudy skies with our next snow system building in at night, and it's going to continue to snow throughout the day, Tuesday and Wednesday. So we have alert days in the forecast for both days. Travel conditions likely going to be a little bit of a mess starting Tuesday afternoon and then continuing into Wednesday morning, since that snow is going to go nonstop overnight. Behind that, it gets colder outside Thursday and Friday. High temperatures will struggle to get to the mid to upper 20s. Overnight lows will stay cold as well, but we at least get the sunshine back. Sunny skies expected for Thursday and Friday, and we'll see mostly sunny skies for Saturday as well. And again to next week, temperatures a little closer to average in the mid to upper 30s for Friday and Saturday. And that next system we'll be keeping an eye on right now seems to be trending towards the middle of the following week. So we get a nice break, get things cleaned up, and then we'll be keeping an eye on that next system coming through. But we could be dealing with a little bit of snow.
A little bit of snow.
Keep the shovels on hand.
So mainly Monday night is when it'll start, and then it'll go through those next 2 days.
Tuesday and into Wednesday before it tapers off, yes. So Monday during the day, it's not likely that we're going to be seeing any snow coming down during the day.
But prepare for it on Monday night. All right, thank you so much, Dana. Still to come on News 3 now at 6, results from high school sectional wrestling and boys state swimming. Coming up next in sports.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
I didn't choose this exact type of metastatic breast cancer, but I did pick clarity by knowing I have a treatment that goes right at it.
Discover Piqray, a treatment that specifically targets PIK3CA mutations in HR-positive, HER2-negative MBC. Piqray is taken with fulvestrant after progression on hormone therapy and helps people live longer without disease progression. Do not take Piqray if you've had severe allergic reactions to it or any of its ingredients. Piqray can cause serious side effects, including severe allergic and skin reactions, high blood sugar levels and diarrhea that are common and can be severe, and pneumonitis. Tell your doctor right away if you have symptoms of severe allergic reactions or high blood sugar while taking Piqray. Your doctor will monitor your blood sugar before and during treatment, and more often if you have type 2 diabetes. Before starting, tell your doctor if you have a history of diabetes, skin reactions, are or plan to become pregnant or breastfeeding. Common side effects include rash, nausea, tiredness, weakness, decreased appetite, mouth sores, vomiting, weight loss, hair loss, and changes in some blood tests. Ask your doctor about Piqray.
Dear Wallet, Toyota President's Day is on. Load up on tech. Load up on style. Load up on fun. And load up on savings. Hurry, get a historic deal before it's history. See you soon, your new Toyota. Right now, get $1,000 TFS cash when you finance a new 2020 RAV4 or lease a new RAV4 for $239 a month. Find yours at buyatoyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
A local sandwich shop is swapping subs for scholarships, and Sunday morning we'll talk about several ones local students can apply for.
And I'm tracking the return of snow for your work week. Get your day started with us on News 3 Now this morning.
We were sure that we were one and done.
Only child families are growing faster than any other family type. But why? News 3 Now explores the trend and the research on only children. Monday at 10.
Well, we got some off-season Packers news to start the evening. Mason Crosby and the team have agreed to a 3-year contract extension today. The Green Bay kicker is 35 years old. He was set to become an unrestricted free agent, but he is now entering his 14th year with the Packers. Crosby coming off of his most accurate field goal kicking season at 91.7%. He also hit 40 of 41 extra point attempts, which is 97.6%. Pretty impressive stuff. The men's basketball team with a noon tip-off at the Kohl Center tomorrow, hosting Rutgers, and Wisconsin tied for 4th place in the Big Ten with Illinois. They both have a 9-6 record in conference play, while Rutgers is right behind them with a 9-7 record. Meanwhile, senior day for the women's team, Kendra Van Leeuwen among the 4 seniors on the team. First quarter here, Abby Leszewski with the layup tie game at 10. Leszewski with a team-high 14 points. Second quarter now, Leszewski out to Van Leeuwen for 3, 10 points for her in this game. And then later, Suzanne Gilreath finding Amani Lewis for the jumper. Lewis with a double-double, 12 points, 11 rebounds. But Wisconsin struggling down the stretch, losing its 6th straight game, 82-66. The Badgers wrap up the season at Rutgers on Thursday. The Badgers men's hockey team will hit the ice in about half an hour to try and earn its first series sweep since October. Wisconsin beat 9th-ranked Arizona State last night 7-6, thanks to the go-ahead goal from Roman Ashan, who also put up his first career hat trick. Puck drops at 7 p.m. at the Kohl Center. The women are off tonight. They'll wrap up the season tomorrow at Minnesota Duluth. Well, Edgewood defending its state title at the WIA Boys Swimming and Diving Championships last night in Division II, and tonight the Division I boys hitting the pool, and it was close at the top at the start of the day, but the final event just ending, and the Middleton Cardinals winning its first ever state title in boys swimming and diving. Sun Prairie finishes 3rd, West in 4th, and Verona area Mount Horeb in 8th. Division III sectional wrestling at Westby. Top 3 place winners head to state next weekend at the Kohl Center. At 113 pounds, Lancaster's Remington Bontrager with the back points. He will get the technical fall. To 126, Pecatawka Argyle's Noah Cranville with the double chicken wing for the pin. And then Fenimore's Alex Birchman coming in at 132 pounds. He gets the takedown and the 7-1 decision. We've got another Fenimore wrestler on tap at 145. Mason Lowell with the reversal and the win. And last but not least, Mineral Point's Nolan Springer at 160. He gets the second period fall. Again, individual state next weekend at the Kohl Center, team state in 2 weeks at the UW Fieldhouse. Finally, tonight, I actually saw this video on social media. The South Dakota State women's basketball team staying loose. This is during pregame warm-ups. And then one after another, they hit 5 half-court shots all in a row. That'll get you definitely jacked up for a game, right? The Jackrabbits beat North Dakota after that fabulous warm-up display. They're 20-8 on the season. They actually posted on Twitter saying it's minus 17,000 degrees outside, but it's fire in here.
Yes. Oh my
Right?
gosh.
Isn't that
wow,
so cool?
all 5 of them.
I
That's
know.
amazing.
That's
I mean,
awesome.
even to make one is pretty hard, but all 5 of them. That's pretty cool.
In a row like that. Super cool. I think you're right, though. Very cold outside for them.
Yes.
A little bit of snow on the way for us. The good news, though, of course, today nice and mild. Tomorrow, we're looking at mild weather as well. Partly sunny in the morning with clouds building in late in the day. We'll be able to hold on to that sunshine for most of the day. Mostly cloudy on Monday. Temps will drop back a little bit. We'll see our breeze coming from the northwest, so that'll cool us down. We'll be in the upper 30s. Alert days in the forecast for Tuesday and Wednesday. We've got a wintry system building in that's going to bring quite a bit of snow throughout the day on Tuesday, Tuesday night, and into Wednesday before backing off and calming down overnight. And then cooler air comes in after that.
All right. Well, thanks so much for joining us. Have a great night.